Well, I do feel that YouTube has a bit of a problem. You know, they can't go more than a week, maybe 10, 12 days without some type of issue forming. You know, it's just a habit at this point. It's like biting your nails. Well, that's one I have. But, yeah, they're sort of stuffed it up right now. At least this was yesterday or the day before. They had a bit of an issue where they decided to change something which doesn't affect me, thankfully, yet. They decided to change the verification badges on YouTube. I don't know why they thought this was a good idea and that people would just have no issues with it and everything would just go hunky-dory. But, you know, people who got this little thing rescinded, well, little thing, physically it's a little thing, they weren't really having it. They weren't going to have something taken away from them that they've, you know, in all due respect, earned. So I am actually verified on YouTube, but you don't get the check unless you're over 100,000 subscribers. That's the point, and that you're a real account. The idea is to make sure that you're a real person. It's not just like a meme account or a joke account. That there's someone behind it, a real person. That's the idea, at least, of it. That's as far as I knew. But I think they were trying to change the way the verification worked, honestly. Because I'm going to read something here. This is from TechCrunch. Never heard of it. I'm oblivious to a lot of things. Maybe they're very big, this website. But they wrote this article, and it is about specifically what YouTube were looking at doing. And I think that they really missed the mark with it overall. Not the article, YouTube. I think YouTube really missed the mark overall. So the idea of this change was apparently to focus on verifying public figures, famous brands, and well-known creators, rather than just allowing any account with more than 100,000 subscribers to request a verification. Now, while this doesn't directly affect me, like I've said, it doesn't bode well, in my opinion, for YouTube. You know, YouTube is for the everyman or every woman. Every woman. You know, it's just be very open there. It's diverse. Yes, no, it is. It really is. And I think the idea of celebrities being on it is fine, but celebrities shouldn't be leading the platform. I really don't think they should. Instagram is one thing, Twitter is one thing, but YouTube is YouTube. It's broadcast yourself. And while celebrities have that same ability and opportunity to do that, I think that it's not what YouTube was intended for. And I mean, if you embrace yourself in the community and you really understand internet culture and you're learning and you basically do Will Smith from last year and learn what a meme is and all that type of stuff, then I guess it's all good. But I do think that YouTube may be going may have been, and maybe they'll redirect and course direct, but I think they're going in a direction which is more corporate. By saying public figures, they're just talking about celebrities. Famous brands is, you know, whether they're, you know, Nike or Adidas, I don't know, Sky Sports, you know, these types of things, Fox News, CNN, mainstream companies with a lot of backing. They're saying that they should get verification, as well as very well-known creators. Now, the issue comes where, what do you qualify as very well-known creators? Because this person here, called Sierra Schultze. Sorry. Genuinely sorry. I'm trying to help. I'm trying to be in help, but yeah, no, sorry about that. She said, been doing YouTube for 5 years. I post 2 videos a week and have 950,000 subscribers. Wow, YouTube emails me today that my channel has been unverified because the verified badge is only for well-known channels with a large following. Team YouTube, literally no one asked for this. Yeah, I mean, the fact 950,000 subscribers, and that's not enough. I mean, there are channels with millions of subscribers that lost their verification, hundreds of thousands of subscribers. Apparently PewDiePie lost his, which doesn't really make sense. But then that leads me to believe that it's not just an idea to verify people, it's YouTube giving a stamp as to who they trust and who they want to promote, who YouTube want to promote. And it's not something which they're saying it is. Now, Susan Wojcicki, she should probably say her name. I'll watch a video of her where she says her name. Then I'll learn how to say her last name. She put out a letter to, I would assume, Twitter. She tweeted it, and then this was also in another letter to the creators, I think. To our creators and users, I'm sorry for the frustration and hurt we caused with the new approach to verification. While trying to make improvements, we missed the mark. As I write this, we're working to address the concerns, and we will have more updates soon. So yeah, I think that YouTube really did miss the mark with this. I think they really did, and I think it's important that people voice their opinions, because if they hadn't, then YouTube would have done this, and then everyone would have just been quiet about it, and nothing would have happened. But because a couple of creators were like, I don't really like that. I've worked hard for this over a long period of time, and you're just deciding to take it away from me. I get the feeling. I mean, for me, my goal is to get to 10,000 subscribers, and then 100,000 subscribers. So I'm like 1/30th, 1/33rd of the way there. Long way to go. Hopefully I'll get there in the next 15 years. I mean, YouTube's only been around for like 14 or 15 years, so I mean, I hope it's before then. I really do. You know, people put in a lot of work. I mean, I put in a lot of work. People put in way more work than I do on YouTube, you know. People who make videos every day, they have a team around them. They're producing content of, you know, all kinds, multiple times a week. And it's a lot of time, it's a lot of effort, it's a lot of money people put into their videos. Thankfully, I just put in time. My videos don't cost a lot of money to make, you know. But the aim is to get to that point where you are verified, and I think that YouTube, with that initial change, was going down the route of Twitter, where it's just anyone who knows someone can get a check mark. I know people who have very few followers on Twitter, but they're verified because they know someone who knew someone who knew someone, and they were able to get verified with like 1,200 followers, or maybe upwards of 4,000 or 5,000 followers. You know, it doesn't mean anything on Twitter at all, but it means something on YouTube because it shows someone who's put the time in, put the effort in. And it's not about YouTube verifying them, it's about the community verifying them. Whereas on Twitter, it's not about the amount of followers you have, it's not about your engagement, it's just about knowing someone. And I think that is sort of how this change felt to a lot of creators. So yeah, hopefully one day I'll get to 100,000 subscribers. I mean, that's not like the end goal, obviously, but it's a big thing that I want to get to. You know, it's odd because it's not really about the award or the goal. It's just about saying I've done it and it's finished and that is completed. Because it's all about going through the journey and getting to that point. The actual end point isn't normally the most satisfying part. It's the part where you look back and say, wow, I remember making that video. I remember going there and we went here, and I remember reacting to that. Holy shit, my mind was blown when I watched that, or when I had to make that other video. Or it's very, very odd how you can pick out things from different times, or when I had different beards, and really decipher where you were in your life, especially when you make a video every day. It's very odd, you know, especially because you reply to comments on videos that might be like 6 months old sometimes, and you'll look at the video and be like, wow, what was I doing with myself? And then you think back, you're like, wow, that is what I was doing with myself. But it is what it is. C'est la vie. C'est la vie. Anyway, guys, if you did enjoy this video, please like, share, comment, and subscribe to the channel down there. If you didn't, then YouTube themselves will come after you, alright? They might unverify your life. Wow. Man, that would be weird. That would be some sci-fi shit. You don't want that. You really don't. I don't want that for you. So just subscribe anyway to avoid that. I've been NarendraTheComic. You've been great. I'll see you next time. Skadoosh.